As you learned in the adjusted parenting module, when the child or youth in your care acts out, it is an attempt to meet a need. We're going to introduce you to a tool called the Circle of Courage, which can help you identify and respond to that need rather than on naming and blaming it in regards to the challenging behavior. The four directions of the circle identify four universal needs of all people: belonging, mastery, independence, and generosity. The Circle of Courage may be a new framework for you. In the following slides, we'll give a definition of each of the four universal needs, followed by the headings Got It, which means that the young person is secure and has needs met, the heading Almost Has It, which means that the young person has some struggles in this area, and the heading Where Is It, which means that the young person is really struggling to get needs met. After that, we'll offer you real-life examples. Belonging. Belonging is the opportunity to establish trusting connections. Belonging emphasizes the importance of having a sense of connectedness to someone or something, such as families, friends, clubs, school, teams, or church groups. A positive sense of belonging builds self-esteem and self-worth, and equips a young person to build positive relationships. If the child is categorized as Got It, they'll show affection and loyalty for others. They'll make friends, and they'll be cooperative and trusting. If they're categorized as Almost Has It, they'll show attention-seeking behavior, have trouble feeling connectedness, be vulnerable in social situations, and crave approval or act aloof. If the young person is categorized as Where Is It, they may feel alienated and isolated. They may have potential for stealing or other illegal behaviors. They may be aggressive, and they may be affectionless. Here's an example of using the Circle of Courage to build a sense of belonging. Your 9-year-old grandson is having problems in his new school. He is arguing and having a hard time making friends. He says, "They are stupid, and I don't like them anyway." Recently, you have noticed that he has been coming home with books, pencils, and other items that do not belong to him. He doesn't have an explanation for where the items came from, and denies that he took them. The Circle of Courage helps you to understand that he has a weak sense of belonging, and his behaviors are a call for help. He likely misses his parents and the familiar environment of his old school. Work with his teacher to guide him toward new friendships. Encourage him to join after-school activities and community activities where he can develop new relationships. Some kids who struggle with peer relationships work well with elders or animals. Explain to him that feeling connected in a new place takes time, and let him know that he can share how he's feeling with you. Also, do things at home that build his sense of connectedness with you. Mastery. Mastery is the opportunity to solve problems and meet goals. Children gain mastery by learning and practicing new skills. If the child is categorized as Got It, they will be successful and motivated. They will be able to solve problems. They may be creative, and they will be a confident team player. If the child is categorized as Almost Has It, they may be an overachiever or overly competitive. They may be dependent on others. They may be more likely to cheat. If they're categorized as Where Is It, they may be an underachiever. They may feel inadequate, may be unmotivated and lazy. They may give up easily, or maybe not try at all. Here's an example of using the circle of courage to build a sense of mastery. Your niece has a project to do for her social studies class. She has known about the assignment for weeks and has told you that she works on it at school. A few days before the project is due, she tearfully admits that she hasn't worked on it at all and that she is afraid the teacher will be mad and she'll get a bad grade. You offer to help several times, and she declines. Finally, she accepts the support. You stay nearby as she works at the kitchen table. She seems to be making good progress, when suddenly she explodes in a loud temper tantrum and destroys the whole project. The circle of courage helps you to see that she isn't feeling competent in her ability to be successful in her work, so she is avoiding it. The longer she puts off doing the work, the more she doubts herself and fears rejection or retribution. You could help her break tasks into smaller, doable steps. She should be part of the planning process. Provide encouragement and gentle suggestions. Help her to notice when she has made progress. Encourage other ways for her to feel competent. Is she good at art, sports, or maybe caring for animals? She will need numerous opportunities to repeat successful patterns. Learning becomes meaningful through repetition. It is important to note that one of the worst things a parent or teacher can do is take away the chance to participate in extracurricular activities the child enjoys because of poor grades. This increases a child's sense of incompetence. Independence. Independence is the opportunity to build self-control and responsibility. When children have experiences that increase their autonomy and life skills, they accept responsibility and are empowered to understand how their choices affect them. If the child is categorized as got it, they will be assertive, responsible, show leadership, and have self-control. If they're categorized as almost has it, they may need frequent encouragement. They may be rebellious and show reckless behavior. They could possibly bully others or be manipulative. If they are categorized as where is it, they may lack confidence, be irresponsible, be unmotivated, and possibly depressed. Here's an example of using the circle of courage to build independence. Your 16-year-old nephew has been spending time with boys who smoke, drink, and possibly use drugs, and some of them have been accused of vandalism. Since he started hanging out with them, he has become sullen and withdrawn, and he refuses to participate in most family activities, preferring to spend time with his friends. He denies he is doing anything wrong. Angrily, he tells you to back off, saying, "I can make my own choices about my friends and what we do together. Stop treating me like a baby." The circle of courage can help you to see that others can easily sway a youth with a weakened sense of independence. At a calm moment, you could try asking him why these friends are important to him. Work with his team to hold him accountable for his decisions and to help him get involved in activities where he can form more positive relationships. Generosity. Generosity is the opportunity to show respect and concern. Generosity teaches children that kindness and helpfulness are tangible gifts they can offer to others. They learn to understand the value of giving back to the community. If they are categorized as got it, they will be caring and help others. They will be compassionate and show empathy, and they will show unselfish behavior. If they are categorized as almost has it, they may show selfish behavior, may be greedy or overindulgent. If they are categorized as where is it, they may have a narcissistic viewpoint, may be self-involved, or may engage in antisocial behavior. Here's an example of using the circle of courage to build generosity. Your niece has borrowed your clothes without asking, and has returned them stained and ripped without any remorse. She also refuses to help out around the house. She says it isn't her house, so it doesn't matter. The circle of courage can help you to see that she may feel wronged and unsupported, so she doesn't feel generous towards others. Go over house rules with her, and set limits on borrowing. Talk with her about how she has felt when someone has taken her things, or damaged something that was important to her. Help her to feel more connected. Watch carefully and offer praise for any small but thoughtful act of generosity she performs. Talk about and role model how good it feels to help others. Perhaps as a family, you can make food for a sick neighbor or shovel someone's driveway. The circle of courage is one tool that can help you build a strong, supportive relationship with the child or youth in your care. Start to look at behaviors that seem challenging and try to apply the concepts of the circle of courage. Over time, using this model can help you understand the needs and behaviors and maintain a perspective that will help you to meet those needs.